Hi guys, welcome to today's video. We are doing a small pantry organization. I have the cutest ideas to share with you. And if you can hear the background noise, I have my 4-year boy right now. So the vast majority of today's video is going to be a voiceover. I just wanted to say hi to you because I'm so excited about this and I have been planning this video for the longest time. So really hope you enjoy it. Please like and subscribe if you do. I'd appreciate it so much. And let's get started. Well, we have all got to start somewhere, so this is what my before looks like. A lot of stuff, not a lot of organization, which you know is not like me, and it is somewhat sectioned out, but also not really, just a hot mess express. The good thing about this pantry is even though it's small, there is a lot of opportunity and a lot of options. So we are going to officially begin this project by getting everything out of here, and then I have a transformation for wire shelves. If you have wire shelves, you need to see this. In literally seconds, you can transform them and hide the wires. So let's get everything out of here, wipe them down, and then I will show you how to do that and what you'll need. And while you pull everything out of your pantry or kitchen cabinets, whatever you're organizing with me, put things in groups. Save yourself some time. Every time you bring something out, put it in a group with like items, and also see if you need to throw anything away, if you're past expiration date, if you know you're not going to eat it, you can give it away to somebody. That is something I always try and do. That way you're kind of like helping yourself. Once you have your layout and your setup, it's not going to take you as long to put everything back in. I just grabbed a microfiber towel with some water on it, going to wipe down the top and the bottom of these wire shelves before we do not have to look at them any longer. I am very excited to see if these actually work. I don't know if it's going to show up on camera, but it has like these ridges almost on the bottom. And I do kind of wish it was solid white, but it's like faux wood lines, which is not a big deal because it's not like anyone is going to, you know, see that unless they're super up close, but has the lip on the front. So let's see. Short intermission because I filmed a reel of these. I'm just very, very excited. I'm about to pull up the stickers. They're basically the exact same size, so they're pretty tight in here. I didn't have Chad home to like help me shave off a little bit on the edges or anything, so I don't know if you can tell that one. The wire is sticking out just a tiny bit, but as soon as there's weight on there, that is gonna hide it. So I'm not super concerned at the moment. I'm going to pull all of the stickers off and then I'll start to get my organizers and show you the layout. And here are the organizers that I'm going to be using, or at least the vast majority. I do have some that are acrylic as well, and I even did a layout on my computer. I just was like so about making this look really, really cute, because I feel like if you like what your organization system looks like, you are way more likely to maintain it. And I didn't get to talk about those liners as much as I wanted to, so they come in at least 2 different sizes, and it's basically like a sturdy, strong, plasticky material that has a little bit of the wood grain on top. I showed that to you when I first shared them. So yes, I definitely love them, and I'm so glad that I got those. There are so many hacks out there for how to hide wire shelving, but nothing as quick and easy as this. I've seen like foam board tutorials, but foam board kind of like, flattens out like a pancake over time, and that can wear unevenly. So this is something that I can just snap into place and I don't have to think about again. And here I'm showing you that on this basket, it has these little hooks that can go over on either side. So if they're on the inside, then you can stack an additional same basket on top, or just put it on the outside and have that single basket. I love the versatility of those. And I have so many different styles in here. There's metal, there's acrylic, there's white, there's blue, the wooden like woven boxes with the cane detailing on the side. So pretty, a lot of very different styles, but at the same time, I think they look so nice when you group them together. Now we're going to start adding things right back in. So I'm going to start with my Lazy Susans, my olive oils, and then go from there. There is no right or wrong way to lay out your small pantry. All you need to do is figure out a layout that works for you in your everyday life. Small things that I like to keep in mind. Oh, I was just showing you, so random, but that chili, I was surprised, is really good. Small things I like to keep in mind are having spices or things with small letters on them at eye level. So that's why I have the Lazy Susans on that higher shelf with my spices and vinegars and olive oils in it. And then snacks are one below, because I don't know about you, but we are grabbing snacks all day long. Have things that you use all the time, you're always reaching for, right in front of you. And then the lower and the higher are things you're not going to need as much. That's just one big tip I wanted to make sure to mention. And we are well on our way. I know some of you are going to ask how Forrest let me organize this small pantry. So he had a new box of Play-Doh that arrived today. Perfect timing. One of those things where the world was looking out for me. So that kept him occupied for a long time. I'm going through a bunch of coffee pods, adding those up top. I even added a lot of breakfast items up top, surprisingly, and I will explain why in our walkthrough, because that's a little bit random for, I'm sure, the vast majority of you, but for us it will make sense, and I will tell you why. Adding some things into my Lazy Susan and just going from there, gonna keep adding and adding in here. And I have the fruit in those stackable baskets that are see-through, very airy. Guys, I just love the layout of this pantry, the organizers. I feel like seeing this one and then the last one a couple years ago in our old house, I don't know, I just feel like you see the progression of style and experience and all of that. And I will link my last pantry organization below. It's a walk-in pantry. It's like a step-in style pantry, I guess. I mean, I can actually stand in it. This one I can't, kind of thing. And I just organized that one very differently since I had a lot more space. So definitely, if you are new here and have not seen it, watch it. It's, I think, one of the most successful videos on my channel, so hopefully you will enjoy it as much as a lot of other people have. I am back to the very bottom now of this pantry. We are moving right along, and I have a lot of plastic bags down here. Could not keep them all, but I do keep some for the bathroom trash cans. I have the reusable shopping bags and a few other things I will walk through with you a little bit later. Now, I know a lot of people, when organizing, they like to get things off the floor, but in a pantry, that is just precious real estate I am not willing to give up. And I have fabric baskets that I'm using down here. They're a little softer, they're easier to pull around. Of course, they're not going to damage the floors, or they're not going to bump into the walls or any of the trim when I'm pulling them out and damage them, since it's a soft side. So just something to keep in mind if you have a similar setup. And we are on to labeling. I'm very excited to get to this portion of the video because I have a lot to say. So buckle up, because I did my research on this and I really wanted something that looked nice, that could be erased, that was very practical and versatile, and something that would fit on different thicknesses and widths of baskets. So I was asking a lot, and I found these gold ones. It's a metal that is gold, and it is all metal is what I'm trying to say. So the lip can be bent on the back to fit different size bins. And then the marker that I'm using is an acrylic water marker. The vast majority of acrylic markers are going to say permanent, so just please be careful and pick one that is non-permanent. I actually think it's called acrylic water. I don't know, you guys. I was reading the fine print of all the markers on Amazon, so these will be linked below. They are amazing. They dry in just a couple minutes after you write on this gold label, and it's not gonna smudge in everyday life. I've been testing these for the last week and a half before even filming this to make sure. But if you do want to erase it and you want to change what is on here, then just get a paper towel wet and rub it away, and it comes off very easy. So honestly, these are the best thing ever. It's not going to smudge in everyday life. It's going to stay there. But if you want to remove it, then just wash it off with paper towel or with a little bit of dish soap. Just showing you the back there, how it's all metal. So I opened it a little bit for some of these baskets, especially the cane ones, the wooden ones, and I left it exactly the same width for a lot of the other ones. I'm just very happy with this system. So yeah, I hope you guys think it looks as nice as I do. The white marker, it gets me, you guys. It's so pretty. Alright guys, it's been a couple hours. I've been very busy momming, and I finally have the chance to walk you through the after and show you everything up close, my final tips and tricks, and I am so happy with how this turned out. I just want to say that real quick. I really don't miss our last pantry that was much larger than this, nearly as much as I thought I would. This is just so much easier to maintain and so much easier to organize in the first place, so let's get into it. I love the variation in baskets, but at the same time, I feel like they're very cohesive. So I'm going to start at the bottom and work my way up. And I do feel like it's important to say we've only lived here around like 2.5 months or so, so we don't have flour or brown sugar or sugar, all of those baking items. When we do get those, I will probably put them in this cabinet. And then I don't have a lot of spices. I'm sure someone's gonna notice that. So that cabinet is almost completely empty right next to the stove. And eventually when I need the space, that's where spices are going to go. So I don't know, I just feel like that's important to reference. So down here is like the realistic everyday stuff, the plastic bags from the grocery store and Target and whatnot, the reusable shopping bags, stuff for Forrest. In the middle has wipes and creams and all of that, and then our swim stuff over here, so sunscreen, aloe, and just anything for the pool. And then I found these baskets that can be stacked, and they do come in a few colors. I want to say they're silver gold, white, and possibly a rose gold, and it can be stacked as high as you want. I had to measure so I could make sure they would fit in here, and they fit perfectly on the shelf. So our fruit and our vegetables, I put the avocados over there, so the potatoes can go there, squash, onions, some bananas for Forrest, and then his drinks right here. One thing that just like really annoyed people in my last pantry organization was having all of our sparkling waters and our drinks in the pantry at room temperature. I'm proud to say, you guys, we finally have a fridge in the garage here, so that's where all of our drinks are. That took up a lot of space in our last pantry, but Forrest, he does not care, so his drinks, his milk, and his apple juice boxes are in here, and that's just so much easier for me, like, you know, super fast during the day to grab for him. And then this is like our stuff for dinner, and we typically eat a warm breakfast, or we just don't eat that much for breakfast. So I have those things up here because, so breakfast is up here because we don't pull from the pantry for breakfast that often. Dinner we have at home a lot, so pasta right here, rice right here, and then the quick meals. That's what that one says. And I always recommend having a box of just like super fast and easy meals. If you're a mom, sometimes you get home, it's already 5 o'clock, you have to make dinner, and it's like, what can we eat really fast? That is what is in that guy. And then, since I have a toddler, we have a ton of different snacks. So his snacks and our snacks are all in this. His muffins and chips and just, you know, random things I can put in here. Fruit cups, applesauce pouches are all over there. And then I'm a Lazy Susan fan for sure, as many of you know. So this one does have like separators in there, so it's kind of hard to put a lot of bottles in one, but I still really like to do this, even though I have to split things up a lot, so that way I can roll it around instead of having the risers that a lot of other people do. And then it's like this and you're trying to reach around, and it's just really hard when you're in a rush. So that's why I like to use Lazy Susans. We have a lot of canned things right now because there was just a hurricane here and everyone said that we had to get canned food. So I have a lot more than I normally have, but on a regular basis won't be stacked like a second row how it is right now. And then the breakfast, I don't know if you can read these from that far away, is in that one a lot of oats, things we are not reaching for that often. And then this is a miscellaneous, and I had a miscellaneous at the last house too. It's just, you know, sometimes you have a lot of a random thing and you need somewhere to put it. So we have a lot of pods right now for our coffee machine. That is what is in the miscellaneous. And eventually I said that the spices will be out of here, so I'll put another basket if and when I need it for brown sugars and flours and whatnot. But for right now, and especially since I cook here way more than Chad does, it's just how our schedules are. In this phase of life, we honestly don't need as much because we all know I'm not as capable as he is when it comes to how extreme our meals are. So I absolutely love it. I'm so excited to like open this and make Forrest lunch and all the things throughout the day. And I think that these tags look so nice and just a lot more practical for someone like me. One last look around. I feel like I was rambling, so I'm gonna wrap it up soon. I do want to say all of these baskets, I read reviews, I looked at pictures before I even spent my own money on them, and they're all super nice, like way nicer than I was expecting, and nothing is damaged or dented or broken or anything. I love and recommend all of these. And that is everything for my small pantry organization. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you so much for spending the time with me. Please like, please subscribe. I would appreciate it so much. I also have all the links below for all of my organizers, the marker, the labels, and my last pantry organization. Completely different setup and layout, and probably a lot of different tips and tricks. That video is also below if you're in the pantry mood right now. So yes, that's all for tonight. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you right here in a few days in a brand new video. Bye!